I'm already getting upset with him and I haven't even read the book. Is it going to be swoony? Is it going to be sweet? Is it going to tug on my heartstring? We are about to explore diverse stories across cultures that should pull at your heartstrings, that should make you fall in love with the concept or the idea or the reality of falling in love. These are all books that I am anticipating. These are all books that I want to read this fall. So these are my reading recommendations to you if you love reading diverse, if you love reading multicultural, interracial romances, then get your blanket, get a comfortable spot, and let us dive into these books. Your Lunchtime Chronicles, they are coming out with season 6 this fall. Like last year they started in summer, but this year it's all fall, and the lineup of authors this season are fantastic. We have Amani J, Tia Rain, Peyton Banks, Rosemary, Sierra London, LaQuette, and Amaya Black. Some are writing 2 books, some are just writing 1 book, which is fine. But listen up, let me show you the covers for these books. And you know, Lunchtime Chronicles are short stories. They are all interracial romances. These are books that you can read during your lunch break. They take no time. These books are also featuring different tropes, which is something that I like. Not all the books are based on one trope. So Rosemary this season, she is writing books with curvy plus size heroines. We have Tia Rain, she's writing an MC romance, opposite attract, enemies to lovers. Then we also have Amani J. She usually writes insta-lust romances. Amaya Black is bringing an office romance with a grumpy boss who is her brother's best friend. So I love that. These are some of my favorite tropes. Sierra London, she has given us a dark mafia romance, which is connected to her series, The Governor Hotel Mafia Empire. Peyton Banks is giving us Friends to Lovers, and I have been enjoying Friends to Lovers this year. Like, it's not something that I previously enjoyed, but I'm enjoying Friends to Lovers now, so I can see where my taste in books are changing. What it's changing to, I have no idea, but it is a journey. And LaQuette, she is new to me as a reader, and her book Rump Roast, it is a fake dating relationship with a plus size heroine. There's so much diversity in season 6. You have various tropes in season 6. I'm looking forward to them, and each week a different book is going to be released. So you have like a whole week to read before the next book is released, and these are all standalones. This is what I'm looking forward to this fall, because these books are usually steamy. Some are spicy, but most times these books are steamy. Nothing too extra, but you get a nice steamy, sometimes spicy read. So this fall, Kenya Wright is releasing quite a few number of books, okay? So I am looking forward to the Sinful Duet, which contains 2 books, Wicked Masquerade and Twisted Masquerade. And 1 book is releasing in September, Wicked Masquerade, and then Twisted Masquerade is releasing in October. Now this story centers on a tortured artist and a psychology graduate. It is giving dark, twisted, it is giving psychological thriller, it is giving intense story filled with mystery. That is what I'm getting from this blurb in this book with Tristan and Nova. Then we have Lay by Kenya Wright. This is book 2 in the Diamond Syndicate, and basically this book is about Lay. He is out for revenge. He is consumed with vengeance, and he is driven to avenge the death of someone close to him. Listen, I know with Kenya, right? Like once you get a story like that, it's gonna be like action, suspense, thrill. She's gonna hold your attention. Those are the reasons why I like reading her books. There's never a dull moment. Never. Never. And then we have Dirty Pleasure, which is supposed to be released on December 1st. Now, if you have been following the Lion and the Mouse series, you are highly anticipating this release. Because we got Dirty Wars in January, and then we got Dirty Flowers, I think in May or June, and now we're getting Dirty Pleasure. This book is centered on Emily and Casimir, where they're going into New Orleans to deal with or to address Emily's issues, because we have the dark Emily and then we have like Emily. We don't know who is the real Emily. We don't know who came first, but let me just say, I'm very much anticipating this book. Listen, if it is released right this minute, I'm going to stop recording this video to read that book. That is how much I am anticipating that book, or this book, this or that. It's the same book. Yo, look at this cover. No, like really, look at this cover. Accidental Deception. I cannot wait to read this book. It is a re-release, and it is about this one chance encounter that changes everything. In this book, there's Carter and Shiloh, and Carter is just going about his business, and he stumbles upon a homeless woman. And for some reason, he's drawn to her. He helps her. He takes her to the hospital. He pays the bill. He spends the night with her. But for some reason, he feels like a calling to her. He sees like a likeness to somebody. And it's only when it dawns on him, he realizes that it is his brother Jacob's fiance. And his brother made him promise to look after her. So I cannot wait to see how this story unravels. You know this is a romance, so feelings will come into play. The question is, how did Shiloh end up homeless? What happened? What happened to the brother? Like, there's so many questions coming out to me right now because this book is so intriguing. It has me hooked. Yo, this cover right here, it is so I don't even need to say the word. You already know what this cover is giving. So this is With All of Me. This is book 1 in the Dare to Desire series. In this book, we meet Drew and Silas. Drew, her work came crashing down. She's ready for a fresh start. However, she gets her chance, but she's not expecting Silas, an entitled, bossy grump, and he just gets on her nerves. And then Silas, he is all about organization. His life is in order. He loves his routine, and he just needs to get a nurse for his grandmother. And then he meets Drew, who turns his world upside down. I am looking forward to the angst. I'm looking forward to the banter in this book. I'm hoping that Drew, she is sassy and she has attitude, and I want her to shake up Silas' world. I want all that routine to go out the door. I'm looking forward to this book. See this book here? I'm ready to read it. I'm so ready to read this book. Listen, y'all. Almost Paradise by Evelyn Sola. Everything Evelyn Sola writes, I enjoyed. Like, that's just how it is, okay? That is just how it is. Almost Paradise is a second chance secret baby billionaire romance. So in this book, we meet Drake and Naya. Drake is heir to the Paradise construction empire. Like, everything was going well between Drake and Naya. Something happened, and now it turned her world upside down. 4 years later, he's back and he wants to be involved in their son's life. What happened between them? I don't know. I'm looking forward to the angst in this book. I'm looking forward to the banter in this book. I'm looking for some groveling and some begging. On whose part, I don't know, but we know somebody is wrong. Okay? I am looking forward to see what's going on with this single mom. Was she able to get her life together? So these things are piquing my interest, which is why, listen, you need to have this book on your roster, okay? It is releasing in October. Make sure and put this in your TBR pile, and make sure it is to the top of the pile, okay? I am looking forward to this collection. Bad Boss collection. I am looking forward to Savage Bosses. This is a collection of interracial romances written by Black authors. Some very popular Black authors, right? If you have read Savage Bloodline, it's some of the same authors that wrote that book that are in this collection. So you are getting office romance, you are getting mafia romance, you're getting friends to lovers, you are getting arranged marriage, you are getting medical romance, you are getting sports romance, and much more. So each story is going to give you something. It's just going to be with a different boss. And we know how that can be. I'm going to put up a list of the authors that are participating in this collection. And the thing is, so you're getting all these stories in one book, just like an anthology. They are rich, ruthless, calculated, and cold-blooded. That is the type of forces you're getting in this book. Y'all, look at this cover. Like, to me, I love this cover. I don't know what it is about this particular cover that I like. I just like the look of it. I just love the aesthetics of this cover. Themes of Kismet by Interracial. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This is your interracial, multicultural, meet cute romance, okay? So in this book we meet Noah. And Noah is like, the first time is a coincidence, the second time is chance, and then the third time is a kismet. And then we have Kate, and for Kate, it's like someone shining light into her darkness. The second time is a mischance to get his information, and the third time she blew it. So I love that they keep running into each other in this book. Like, it just sounds so cute and fun and so a fall book. I don't know, this is such an autumn book. I don't know, it's just like cute, it's fluffy, it's swoony, I don't know what it is, but I'm looking forward to this book. I'm really, really excited to read this book. Next up, I have for you a young adult, which is strange because I normally don't talk about or read much young adults. And this one is Lost Forsyth of Queen Wolves, and this is book 1 in the Queen Awakens series by Montana Morgan. I haven't read anything by this author, but the cover is intriguing me and the story is also intriguing. In this book, we meet this young lady and she has been shunned by her pack. She has been hidden away by her pack. Her mother shuns her. She shows more attention to her twin brother, and she cannot understand why. Her father treats her a bit better. She doesn't experience the same upbringing as everyone else in her pack, and she wants to know why. And everyone thinks that she comes from a regular family, but she doesn't. Her family is anything but regular. But as a teenager, her thing is, listen, I just want to go to prom. I want to experience those same squishy feelings that everyone else feels. I also want to meet my mate. Like, she's just like a regular teenager. But we all know that she isn't, right? So I'm excited to read this one. I want to see what happens in the story. I hope the author really goes into details as to some of the things that she experiences. I want to feel the angst in this story, like everything that she feels. I want to feel it. I want anticipation in this book. I want that built up to the big reveal of like what her powers are. If there is like a prophecy around her, like I want those things and I want details. Listen, this author is new to me. so I have no idea of her writing, but this story does interest me. This book here, the cover is gorgeous. It is a Black love romance. It is Say It Right by Simone West. In this book, you have friends to enemies, enemies to lovers, forced proximity, workplace romance. So we meet Sarai and Nathan, and Sarai, she's accustomed doing the right thing. She did something to help a friend and it still haunts her to this day. She has had to heal a lot, but she is still healing, and the last thing that she expects is to run into that said friend again, only to realize that said friend, or Nathan, still hates her to this day after so many years. And with Nathan, when he crosses path with Sarai, it just stirs up old feelings from what happened in the past. I hope that in this book, again, it should be angsty, it should have some bantering, it should make me feel some type of emotions. For whom I don't know, we don't know what happened between them, but it's probably something bad, or it's probably some type of misunderstanding. I want to get into the story when it releases in September. Why does Nathan hate Sarai so much? What could she have possibly done when she was only trying to help? Okay, I don't want to get upset with Nathan. I'm already getting upset with him, and I haven't even read the book. Sarai is probably the good girl here, but anyway, when we read this book, look out for my review. Tell me why I am now discovering a series called The Second Heart Sweethearts. I love second chances so much. Why am I now discovering this? So this book here, Stuck on Repeat by Francisca Penn. This is part of the Second Chance Sweetheart series. And I am like, what? In this book, we have a couple that was together. He thought that everything was so perfect. He thought everything was going right until she left with just a text, no explanation. And then years after, he thinks he's over her, but then he sees her again. It brings back things that he hasn't dealt with and things that he hasn't been able to feel in years. So y'all, it must have a reason why she disappeared, right? It must have a reason. And I want to know those reasons. I've read one book written by this author, and the story was good. It was a darker book, but I want to see how this one is going to be. Is it going to be swoony? Is it going to be sweet? Is it going to tug on my heartstring? What is the reason she ran away from this man? I want to know. Okay? I want to know. And this is like the first time that I'm going to talk about this author on my channel. I have read maybe like 3 books from her, but I've never spoken about them. Maybe I did in a wrap-up. I honestly cannot remember. But I want to read Varsity Possession by Jamila Jasper. She writes a lot of interracial romances, BWWM romances, and this is your dark, hockey, college romance. So in this book, we meet Peyton. She receives her sorority initiation instructions, right? It says, drop on your knees and please the mysterious hockey player behind the wall. She has no idea who is this, but she does it. And now Jess, said hockey player, who is the captain, wants to know or wants to find Peyton. That one night activates his obsession with Peyton, and she cannot avoid him. So I want to read this. Like, this sounds so wild, and it's not like anything I have spoken about thus far. Yo, I always have one of those books, okay? I always have one of those books where it's totally unexpected. This one wasn't expecting this, but I need to read it. It has piqued my interest so much. My antennas are so high because I'm like, what? That is your initiation task? What? Let's move on. Ruthless Roses by Cien Varga. This is the 5th installment in the Gangster and Roses series. I have read all of the previous book. I thought the last one, Savage Roses, would be the last book, but nope, she gave us another one. This series has had me. I spoke about this series back in April or back in March. I think it's in April. I think it's March. I can't remember. March or April. And I told you guys, listen, I want to read this book. I read the entire series. And listen, I enjoyed it so much, this dark mafia romance. I enjoyed it so much, the twists and the turns. I enjoyed the growth of the characters. I enjoyed the suspense. And I cannot wait to see what we get in Ruthless Roses, because this couple, they have gone through so much, and I'm like, what else can they go through, right? They are married now, they have kids now, what more can they go through? But apparently they can go through some stuff. So I'm looking forward to reading Ruthless Roses. These are just a few fantastic books that deserve your attention this fall. You can add these to your TBR. These books are released in September, October, November, December. So you have some time. So picture this, cozying up with one of those books, a hot drink, chilly environments because it's getting cold, and reading one of those books, enjoying these books with diverse characters. So if you like reading about these things, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and look out until I post another video.